Skull Nation, stop right now. U.S. Bank Stadium just erupted with breaking news. And one fact is already on the table. $37 million over the cap. A quarterback rumor is shaking the NFC North. A four-time All-Pro just got his future decided. And a two-time Pro Bowler was just labeled the worst fit for Minnesota. Insiders warned us last night, and here's the first payoff. That $37 million figure. It's the exact number forcing Kevin O'Connell to make brutal roster decisions this offseason. If you bleed purple and gold more than you hate the Packers, hit like and subscribe right now. We start with the trade rumor that has Skull Nation divided, a contract call that protects special teams excellence, and a quarterback warning that changes everything. Stay locked, there's a double cliffhanger at the end. Midnight whispers, closed-door conversations. One reporter drops a bomb that splits the fan base in half. The name, Joe Burrow. And here's why this changes everything. On January 22nd, on SI's Grant Cohn, covering the San Francisco 49ers, debunked Justin Jefferson trade rumors, but then leaked something massive. The Vikings are reportedly preparing a historic offer for Cincinnati's franchise quarterback. The package? J.J. McCarthy, Jonathan Greenard, and 2 first-round picks. That's not just a trade, that's mortgaging the future. Do you believe the Vikings should go all in on a proven star, or trust the rebuild with McCarthy? Drop your honest take below. But here's the twist. Bengals insider James Rapien shut it down instantly. Quote, "I'm more likely to play for the Vikings in 2026 than Joe Burrow." That's brutal. He didn't sugarcoat it. He didn't leave room for debate. He killed the rumor on the spot. So why does this matter? Because it reveals Minnesota's desperation. The front office knows J.J. McCarthy posted a 72.6 passer rating, 1,632 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions in 10 games last season. Those are not franchise numbers. Former Vikings tight end Kyle Rudolph appeared on Up and Adams on January 20th and said this: Minnesota made a big mistake not bringing in a veteran to compete with McCarthy. He pointed to Daniel Jones, who was in the locker room, and Sam Darnold, who just led the team to the NFC Championship game. The absence of competition, according to Rudolph, set McCarthy up to fail. CBS Sports analyst Rand Carthon echoed that concern, stating the Vikings can't afford to waste the primes of Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and a dominant defense while waiting for McCarthy to develop. This roster is built to win now, not 3 years from now. So even though the Burrow rumor is dead, the problem it exposed is real. Minnesota needs a veteran, and they need one fast. But if Burrow is off the table, who's next? If you think the Vikings should trade for a proven QB or stick with McCarthy, smash that like and let Packers fans know who runs the North. But that quarterback chaos is only the beginning. Because while the offense searches for answers, one position just got locked down for years to come, and Skull Nation doesn't even realize how important it is. Stay tuned. 4 consecutive years, 4 All-Pro selections. One position nobody talks about until it goes wrong. The player? Andrew DePaula. And here's why this signing matters more than you think. Long snappers don't make headlines, but they anchor championship teams. DePaula has earned either first or second team All-Pro honors every single season since 2022, making him the only Vikings player to achieve that streak over the past 4 years. Not Justin Jefferson, not Harrison Smith, Andrew DePaula. The Athletic's Alec Lewis reported on January 22nd that as long as special teams coordinator Matt Daniels is in Minnesota, DePaula is likely staying put. Lewis called it perhaps the easiest call on this list, and he's right. DePaula isn't just a snapper, he's the NFLPA player rep, a locker room leader, and a veteran voice that younger special teamers lean on. When you're $37 million over the cap, every dollar matters, but you don't cut excellence. Currently, DePaula ranks 18th in the NFL by average per year among long snappers, earning far less than Kansas City Chiefs' James Winchester, who makes $1.65 million fully guaranteed. After this performance stretch, whichever team signs DePaula next will make him the highest-paid long snapper in the league. He's earned it. Here's the part most fans miss. DePaula entered the NFL as an undrafted free agent in 2012 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and spent years bouncing between the Bears, Panthers, and Raiders before finally landing in Minnesota. It wasn't until his mid-30s that he reached his peak, earning his first Pro Bowl and All-Pro in 2022. That's perseverance. That's what championship cultures are built on. And at 38 years old, he's not done yet. Long snappers have one of the longest shelf lives in the NFL because the position requires precision, not explosions. DePaula is only the fourth oldest long snapper in the league right now. The Titans' Morgan Cox, the Panthers' J.J. Jansen, and the 49ers' John Weeks are all either 40 or approaching it, proving that elite snappers can perform well into their 40s. Do you think special teams consistency wins championships? Comment your answer and hit like if you respect the guys who do the dirty work. Minnesota's cap hell is real, but keeping DePaula signals one thing. This franchise values winning over everything. While other teams cut corners, the Vikings protect the details. But here's the problem. You can lock down your long snapper all you want, but if your quarterback situation is a mess, none of it matters. And the next story reveals exactly why Minnesota might have just dodged a bullet they didn't even see coming. Keep watching. Smoke clears. Names surface. One quarterback gets labeled the worst possible fit for Minnesota. The identity: Kyler Murray. And here's why Bleacher Report just saved the Vikings from a disaster. On January 23rd, Christopher Knox ranked Minnesota as the worst landing spot for the Arizona Cardinals' two-time Pro Bowl quarterback. Murray has missed significant time in 4 of the past 5 seasons. And after backup Jacoby Brissett impressed during Murray's absence, the Cardinals could look to move on this spring. Cutting Murray saves Arizona over $35 million, making him a potential bargain bin free agent. But Knox says Minnesota should run the other way, and here's why. Quote, "While O'Connell helped rebuild QBs like Darnold and Jones, his system is better suited for a traditional drop-back passer, which Murray is not. That's the key. Kevin O'Connell's offense thrives on rhythm, pocket presence, and timing routes. Murray stands 5'10", relies heavily on mobility, and has faced injury after injury since 2021. Stylistically, he's the opposite of what Minnesota needs." Knox continued. Despite having a much longer NFL resume, Murray might actually have a difficult time beating out McCarthy for the starting job, especially since the Vikings will go with the guy in whom they're invested if things are close. And if Murray can't beat out an injury-prone and inconsistent McCarthy, his time as an NFL starter could be over. That's brutal, but it's honest. Do you think the Vikings should avoid mobile quarterbacks and focus on traditional pocket passers? Drop your take in the comments. Here's the deeper issue. Minnesota doesn't just need any veteran, they need the right veteran. Someone who fits O'Connell's system, mentors McCarthy without threatening him, and can step in if disaster strikes. Murray checks none of those boxes. He's expensive, injury-prone, and stylistically mismatched. Plus, Minnesota's negative 30-degree winters and traditional passing offense are the last environment a desert-raised, scramble-first quarterback wants to face. This isn't about talent, it's about fit. Murray is a gifted player, but environment and culture matter. The Vikings need a veteran who complements their identity, not one who forces them to rebuild the offense around his limitations. If you think culture fit matters more than star power, smash that like and prove it in the comments. But while Minnesota dodges one bullet, the real question remains unanswered. Who is the right veteran? And can they afford him with $37 million in cap hell hanging over their heads? That answer is coming in the next 72 hours. Stay locked. 3 stories, 1 truth. The Vikings are at a crossroads, and the next 30 days will define the next 3 years. The Joe Burrow rumor exposed the desperation, the Andrew DePaula prediction locked down excellence, and the Kyler Murray warning revealed the importance of fit over fame. Minnesota doesn't just need moves, they need the right moves. Let's break down what this means. If the Vikings execute on these priorities, Green Bay's window closes, Detroit's hype gets tested, and Chicago remains 3 years away. The North runs through US Bank Stadium if the front office makes smart, calculated decisions. The math is there. The talent is there. The question is, does Skull Nation believe? Here's the edge of the cliff. Minnesota is $37 million over the cap, which means cuts are coming. Potential restructures for Harrison Smith, Dalvin Cook's replacement, or even moving on from veterans could free up space. But every dollar saved is a dollar that could go towards signing a veteran quarterback who fits Kevin O'Connell's offense. Names like Jacoby Brissett, Gardner Minshew, or even a surprise reunion with Kirk Cousins are on the table. Insiders say the Vikings will make their move within the next 48 to 72 hours, and it could reshape the entire NFC North. And here's the cliffhanger everyone is missing. While Minnesota scrambles to fix the quarterback room, the Green Bay Packers just cleared $22 million in cap space. They're targeting the exact same free agents Minnesota is eyeing. Which domino falls first, Minnesota's or Green Bay's? Plus, there's a rumor that a Vikings defensive leader called a players-only meeting last night. No coaches, no front office. What was said could either unite this roster or fracture it heading into 2026. That story drops next. Here's what I need from Skull Nation. 1. Smash that. Like if you believe the Vikings just became the most dangerous team in the NFC with the right veteran QB. 2. Drop a comment with your boldest prediction for this offseason. Are we signing Brissett? Are we trading for a star? Or are we riding with McCarthy and letting him prove the doubters wrong? 3. Subscribe. Because every single subscriber makes Packers fans furious. And we're about to take over the entire division. The battle is here. The decisions are coming. And the Vikings' future will be written in the next 72 hours. Skull Nation, hit subscribe, stay locked, and let's make the NFC North bleed purple. We ride together. See you in the next war.